Welcome to TAIP. So for those who don't know me yet, my name is John Aduru and I'm the current president of this wonderful organization. So most of you haven't been a member of our TAIP, and I encourage you to join us and be a part of this amazing community who help one another to develop skills and expertise through their professional growth and connection and collaboration. And if you want to get to know more about our organization, please go to our website, which is www.tokyopreschools.org. And today I am very honored to introduce to you one of our associate members, OBP Academy. They specialize in training teachers, and my former colleague Maki, who is now running this training center, will share with us a lot more about what they do and how they can help teachers in their professional growth. Also, again, I would like to thank you for showing up today and hope that you will learn something from this session and take action in whatever plans you have in your profession. So again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. So Maki, take it away.
Thank you, John, for introducing me and giving this opportunity. Hello, everyone. I'm Maki and I'm a member of OBP Academy. I didn't expect so many people to come and I'm overwhelmed. Let me know if I'm rushing too much because that's what I tend to do in presentation. So, okay. I'm here to explain to you today about OBP Academy and introduce you to Kosodate Sien-In course. There we go. So what is OBP Academy and what do we do? Well, we offer training courses for Japanese and foreigners of various levels in Japanese and English language by improving their overall Japanese ability and other skills, making sure that all students are comfortable and well prepared for their success. All our training courses are customized to fit your specific needs in the early childhood education and care settings, ECEC, and which are applicable to the actual needs of working and studying further. I will explain more about the Kosodate Sien-In and reasons why OBP Academy recommends it to you. Also, I will introduce our support course, which helps improve students' overall Japanese abilities and other skills, ensuring all students are comfortable and well prepared for their success. Well, Kosodate Sien-In, in other words, it's a Hoikushi light, which municipal city and or municipal or city issues. So today, I'll be talking about why we recommend you to be Kosodate Sien-In. What is Kosodate Sien-In? And restraint period and time to be acquainted, and eligibility of visa status and language ability, and why through OBP Academy and supports that OBP Academy provides. And if you want more detailed information, you can ask through chat, which I might be able to answer afterwards after this PowerPoint, or you can email us or check our website by using this QR code. So why do we recommend Kosodate Sien-In to you? Well, first, it's a good opportunity for your personal development and your improvement skills. And it could also be an initial stage of Hoikushi license, which I'll talk about later towards the end a little bit. And it's also the best opportunity to learn how to improve your effectiveness with students and children in your care. And there's a rare chance to observe a Japanese Hoikuen. And there's almost no visa issues. And when I say there's almost no visa issues, there's no visa issues for foreigners to obtaining this certificate as long as you have valid residential address, which tourist visa doesn't have a residential address, so it doesn't apply. However, there may be some limitation to work as Kosodate Sien-In depending on your visa status. There's a limitation on the back of the residence card and so on. And why do we recommend Kosodate Sien-In to schools? Well, there's a better image of competence and professionalism of yourself and your school. Since the COVID infection, I'm sure less foreigners are coming in and less foreign kids are coming into international schools. And maybe some schools are adopting more Japanese kids, accepting more Japanese kids. And having teachers with knowledge of Japanese hoiku helps build trust with Japanese parents. By having Kosodate Sien-In as staff, it can be a tool to show your school is able to correspond to Japanese families as well as foreigners. And also, if the school has NINKA status, which is a bit rare, they're able to count Kosodate Sien-In as Hoikushi. So what is Kosodate Sien-In course? Well, it's an additional childcare certification. Basically, Kosodate Sien-In is Hoikushi Light. That is why you can be counted as Hoikushi in NINKA status Hoikuen. And it's so popular that participants are often decided by lottery, especially in Tokyo. However, even if you lose the lottery, you can apply multiple times for the later semesters. And you can also apply to the municipal or city where you live or work in. So if example, if you live in Tokyo and you're working in Yokohama, you can apply to both Tokyo and Yokohama. But you can only participate in just one of them. But this will increase your chance of winning the lottery. And you will be applying to the Chiki Hoiku course, childcare and the community course. There's another 3 courses. There's total 4 courses, but you'll be signing in this one, Chiki Hoiku course. And schedule. Well, this is an example of Tokyo, but there's going to be a 7 days in-person or online Zoom lecture sessions. When I say in-person, it means you're going to actually go to the classroom and listen to the lecture. And as for online, you can use a Zoom. And there's additional 2 days of observation training at NINKA Hoikuen, Ninsho Hoikuen, or company-led Hoikuen. And for Chiba and Kanagawa, I think you can choose on demand for the lecture sessions, but these might change according to the situation of COVID infection. And although the actual attendance is 7 to 9 days, depending on the municipals or city, it might take approximately 2 to 3 months from day 1 of the course to submitting the last assignment. And it is ideal for those working full-time if you can adjust your shifts since it's required to participate on weekdays as well. And perfect attendance is mandatory. So if you miss a day, then you're out of the class. So you have to be there, attend there every single class. And fee. Well, the training fee is free for the Kosodate Sien-In course, but you might need to pay for a textbook, a mouthpiece for severe training, and you might have to burden the health examination fee. I think it's not much. I think about 500 yen, 1,000 yen. If your observation site asks you to submit the examination results, which is a bit rare. And transportation fee, and you have to burden yourself and lunch as well. Again, this is just an example case of Tokyo. And what can you learn in Kosodate Sien-In? I think most of you are interested in this as well. You can learn an infant care in standard conditions of children according to their age. And local network that support childcare facilities, such as, for example, where will you contact when you suspect a child abuse? And so that kind of stuff. And Japanese seasonal infectious diseases, which I'm sure it's a bit different from other countries. And you'll also do a case study on how to deal with troubles and accidents, such as injuries, biting, kids with suspicion of child abuse, or developmental challenges, and how to communicate with parents, or life-saving measures in CPRs, and more. And for this certificate, there's no validity period. It doesn't expire. In other words, it's valid for your lifetime once you're acquainted. And 8, the language, most importantly. All training, such as lecture, discussion, report, short tests are conducted in Japanese. So for the reports and short tests, you don't have to worry about writing them in kanji. You can submit them all in hiragana as well. However, you need at least a Japanese level of N3 and childcare related technical terms in Japanese. So I think this is the most hardest part. Now I will explain the support that you can get from OBP Academy. There are lots of foreigners already working in childcare without Japanese official license or certificate and thinking that they can't get one without being native fluent in Japanese. Well, the certificate is not only very useful for your work, but something that clears the hurdles with most foreign workers in Japan. So that's why OBP Academy is supporting foreign teachers and staff to get a childcare certificate. And please remember that OBP Academy support is separated from the Kosodate Sien-In course expenses. So in order to receive OBP Academy support, you will first need to be a member of one member called OBP Mate, which is 5,000 yen to register. Once you become an OBP Mate, there are many benefits that you can receive. One of the benefits, part 1, is bilingual support. You'll receive a brief summary of English guideline. This is an example of Tokyo Kosodate Sien-In course guideline, and this translated guideline of Tokyo will be handed out to those applying for the course in Tokyo, which also has Furigana Ruby for all the kanjis and as well. The original Japanese guideline for Tokyo has like approximately 20 pages, and OBP has translated and put Ruby, and it's like, I think it's about 40 pages now. So it is a lot to translate by yourself. So I think this will help a lot. OBP Academy will translate and explain the important information in English for other municipals or cities. You can always ask OBP Academy staff when you don't understand something on the guideline. Support is valid until the last day of your training, so don't worry. Second support, OBP Academy have prepared an original Japanese level check test so that you can see which level your Japanese is at. There's 3 grades to it, A plus, A minus, and F, and only those with above grade A minus is able to get our support. So if you get a grade A plus, you're eligible to apply for the Kosodate Sien-In training course. And grade A minus, you're eligible to apply to OBP Academy support course with Japanese training. After your application is guaranteed or determined, you only have 1 month until the actual course starts. So you have to really concentrate on your Japanese between that one in that 1 month, and you should start Japanese immediately. And we provide optional Japanese intensive training with additional 10,000 yen. I think that's a very reasonable price for those who wish to learn at OBP Academy. This intensive training is open for A plus people as well. Yes, and for those who got grade F, well, I'm sorry, but your Japanese skills is insufficient to apply. You can contact us again once you've achieved the level of N3 of JLPT first. FYI, the next JLPT is implemented on 4th of December. And if you're not at the level of N3, you may apply by yourself, but you might make it into class, but if your Japanese doesn't reach the level, the instructor will remove you from the course in the middle of the training. So I think it's better that you achieve the level of N3 first. I think that's the fastest way anyways. And support 3, we will help you with filling out and completing the application forms. Okay, as you can see, the documents are all in Japanese, and you need to fill them out all in Japanese as well. And if there's a missing entry or entry error, your application will be invalid. So you need to be extra careful when applying. And I think all of you know that Japanese, this is just one example of application. So you have to submit several other applications. And I know how, you all know how Japanese government love the paper submission and how complicated it is. We will check all the application before sending them out for you. And for most applicants, including Tokyo, we only support paper-based forms. There's also an online form that you can do it through internet, but OBP supports only paper-based application forms because we cannot take the online forms for you. And besides, you will need to attach and send out the documents from your observation school, proving that they have accepted you for the training. And you have to post that anyways. So I think it's better that you send all the application form together by post. It's much simpler. And we will support you to fill out and put all the documents together and send it back to you so that you can send them out yourself. And for most applicants, for some municipalities and cities, applicants, there's only online form. So in that case, we can help you with the online form. Support 4, you're securing a spot for your observation training. Most of the local governments requires to secure your own observation schools before you apply. You have a higher chance of winning the lottery. Please note that most of international school aren't eligible as observation site because they don't fall for NICA status. OBP Academy will introduce Hoikushi, which adopts English in their curriculums. It will be very hard to complete or even be accepted at full Japanese Hoikushi for your observation training. And by making your observation training at English-friendly Hoikushi, I think it will make it much easier for you to complete your observation training in success, of course. And after the result is out and you have successfully secured a spot for Kosodate Sien-In training course, you need to complete the payment of 45,000 yen, and you can begin the OBP Academy support. The result will come in after 2 to 3 weeks after you apply, and you need to complete your payment after the result within 5 business days. Because there's, like I said, there's only 1 month before the actual course starts. And OBP Academy supports begins only your payment is completed. You'll need a pre-learning of required basic knowledge for attending the course, like as I said, technical words. Prep study based on the syllabus issued by municipal or city is mandatory, so that you will have a better understanding of what is being taught in the class. If you don't understand what is being said in the class, you won't be able to work on your assignments or ask our help. And so it is important for you to prepare for the course. We've provided 4 kinds of textbooks with English translation and hiragana ruby, and some on-demand listening or on-demand video material, which is available for 24 hours. Of course, it's on-demand. Total of 6 hours of intensive online lessons before the actual training course begins. And this intensive training is not different from intensive Japanese training. And here are just some samples of our textbooks. This is OBP original textbook. This textbook is a summary of basic knowledge of childcare with technical terms, which all the contents are translated in English, and with furigana ruby on every kanji. And we also have included some essay questions, which are likely to be asked in the course assignments for you to practice answering it. And it comes with the on-demand listening audio readout material. Here's the second textbook. It's a textbook of basic Japanese training. We have an on-demand video material for this. It's basically grammars for this one. And the third one is Hoikushi Shien, an infant and childcare guidelines for nursery schools. Every Hoikushi in Japan has studied this in order to work at Hoikuen. It's specializes in infants, what to be careful and how to raise them. And it comes with an on-demand video material explaining the important parts. And it'll be easier for you to understand and study the important phrases. And this is our fourth textbook. This is a kanji textbook. And I know it looks hard and some of you might be overwhelmed and freaking out, but don't worry, you don't need to learn to write or read, but just be able to recognize the kanjis and the sound of words, which will appear often in your training course and childcare scenes such as communication books. These are a few samples of advanced ones. These are advanced kanji. I don't think some of the Japanese won't be able to write it. I cannot write some of them. Don't worry. For example, like number 1, aisatsu means greetings. Number 2, shuketsubo, attendance sheet. 3番, hoshin is rash. Number 4 is kenka, means fight, and like so on. So the word itself isn't that hard. You'll hear often in childcare scenes. Okay, so I'll walk through the steps again because it's a bit complicated. Number 1, you'll register and join the OBP mate. You'll submit the online form and then you'll pay the 5,000 yen and then you'll get the OBP mate. Second, take OBP Academy's Japanese level check test. Again, A+, you can move on to step 3. A-, you can move on to step 3 while beginning your Japanese learning. And we recommend our Japanese intensive training. F, you can acquire NB level worst Japanese first and then contact us again. Step 3, you'll receive an application of Kosodate Sien-In. For Tokyo, we will send you the full application package with the translated guideline I introduced earlier. For other municipals and cities, you will need to download the application from the website and print them out. If the municipals or city doesn't hand out application forms on website, you will need to go to the ward office to receive the paper-based application form yourself. And then I think on the guideline, they'll have a schedule of all the classes. So you need to choose a class according to your schedule. Again, every single course that you can attend, every single class. And number 4, you'll need to fill in the application form and you can send the filled application to OBP Academy and we will check and correct your application form. So if you're going to the ward office to get the application form, you might want to get several sets in case you have to rewrite it. Then you don't have to go back to the ward office to get a new sheet of paper. And OBP Academy will attach a letter from Hoikuen proving to accept you for the observation training. And OBP will send you back the application form to you. And then you can send out the documents to Kosodate Sien-In Association, a designated address. And again, process may be different depending on municipals or city you're applying. Number 6, the results will come in about 2 to 3 weeks. Lottery in some cases, especially in Tokyo. And once your application is determined that you have secured your seat, you can complete the full 45,000 yen payment within 5 business days. And then receive OBP Academy textbooks we'll send you, and then you start your pre-learning. And you need to attend the Zoom lessons for a total of 6 hours and prepare for the actual Kosodate Sien training course. And about after a month, the Kosodate Sien course will start. Again, you need to attend every single class and submit all the assignments. 11, participate in your observation training, and you need to submit your report for this. And after a few months, weeks, you'll receive the certificate after you complete your training issued by municipals or city. And once you receive this certificate from the municipal city, it's just like a piece of paper. So OBP Academy will issue a special and original international Kosodate certificate /ID. So this is the size of ID's size of credit card. So you can keep it in your wallet as your official ID. This is an example timeline for Tokyo's fall semester. Capacity of students, I think, is about approximately 1,200 students, and there's still a lottery. And so application will start in July for Tokyo, and training will start in October, and certificate will be issued around January of 2023. Application for Saitama has started. An application for Kanagawa Chiba is scheduled to start in June. So if you're interested, I think you contact us immediately so we can give you more information. And for other prefectures, please contact OBP Academy and we can answer your questions. And also certificate receiving may be just once a year for some prefectures. So it might take about an year to receive the certificate for some of you. In general, it should be sent to you within 75 to 90 days. So the support fee for the OBP Academy is approximately 5,000 yen plus 45,000 yen. And again, this is separated from Kosodate Sien-In course expenses. The breakdown of the fee is 5,000 yen for the OBP mate and 45,000 yen for support and material from OBP Academy. And again, complete the payment within 5 business days after the result. And also there's a 10% discount for a group of more than 5 when you apply together. So I think if you want to invite your friends, I think you have a better chance. And 10,000 yen for additional intensive Japanese training. All of these are able to cover by under school welfare expenses, so you might want to talk to your administration. And you can apply from OBP Academy's website, and payment method is through bank transfer or credit card. And importantly, please note that there will be no refunds even after we decide that your Japanese skill isn't enough. If you get an F grade or the training you applied for is rejected because of your invalid application documents or any other circumstances. However, the OBP mate is valid as long as OBP Academy continues to have this support course. You can come back another semester or in another year. And it is also valid for the courses such as intensive Japanese course or Gaikokujin Hoikushi support course. So you don't have to pay the OBP mate again and again. It's just one-time payment. Again, these are important. There's a chance of dropout during the Kosodate Sien-In course if you miss a single class or when the instructor concludes that your Japanese skill isn't enough to complete the course. And after dropout, you can take the intensive Japanese training to prepare for the next chance of application. And more details for the Japanese training is expected to be completed in a few weeks, and it'll be posted on our website. As many applicants apply for the Kosodate Sien-In course, there will be a lottery to get a seat, especially for the in-person style, where you actually go to the classroom. So I think there's a better chance to get a seat if you apply for an online course. And I've heard that online courses are much easier to pass than actual in-person style classes. Again, no refunds in any circumstances, even though you get kicked out in the middle of the course. So now I would like you to hear from one of our students who have participated in a Kosodate Sien-In course with OBP Academy support and successfully already obtained the certificate of Kosodate Sien-In. Please welcome Miss Rosary Kitahara. Miss Rosary, are you there?
Hey, yes, ma'am. I'm here. Good
Hi.
morning, everyone.
Good morning. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, ma'am.
Thank you for coming in.
It's my pleasure.
So first thing, which prefecture did you take the course at?
I did it from Tokyo.
Tokyo. What were you doing before you took the course?
I was a preschool teacher,
Mm-hmm.
international preschool teacher.
Mm-hmm. Then why were you motivated to take the course although you were already working as a...
Because I want the license. Because if you have the license, you can work any Hoikoen. And I heard that if you're working in a Hoikoen here in Japan, there's a lot of benefits that you can get. Not the same with the international school, because international school, they were not going to give you bonus. Depends upon the school. And when you're working in Hoikoen, if you are a Shien, there's a lot of benefits for housing benefits like that. It's really helpful for us as a foreigner here in Japan.
And so I bet some of you are wondering what the difference is between the Hoikushi and Kosodate Sien-In, the Hoikushi Light is. Both Hoikushi and Hoikushi Light are for people working with children. However, compared to the Hoikushi, Kosodate Sien-In is much easier to get. As you can see, the general period for Hoikushi takes a minimum of 2 years, and tuition fees from 200K to 1 million per year. And even though you obtain them right now, it's only valid for permanent or spouse visa holders only. Hopefully in the future that will change. But if you're considering trying for the Hoikushi license, we have a support course for the Hoikushi as well. And I think Rosari-san's using this as well. Personally, I recommend you to take the Kosodate Sien-In course first if you're interested, so that you might be able to lessen the burden of this tuition fee for attending Hoikushi training school. And it'll be a lot easier to study for Hoikushi if you have the basic knowledge that you studied at the Kosodate Sien-In course. So like I said, if you're interested, please contact us. Yes, please let us help you with your professional development. We would love to help all of you. So if you have more information, please contact us. You can email us. You can visit our OBP Academy website, reading these QR code with your phone.